I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and if this video has found you right now, there's probably something in it you're supposed to hear, big or small. Trust the timing. When something I say does resonate, please let me know by liking and subscribing. You don't have to, just wanted to remind you those buttons do exist for you to click. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for this beautiful collective? I don't know why I just got the song Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. Very weird, sorry. Has someone gone away or is it you? Are you going away? And now everybody's like, oh, ain't no sunshine. The Magician. I feel like there's something about you straight away embodying the power. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say apart from, like, with the Magician being manifestation and manipulating energies to work in your favor and like your idea of yourself. I feel like your idea of yourself is kind of clicking into place and you're walking around like, oh yeah, that's who I am. Oh yeah, I'm glowing. And there's like this clicking into place. Did you hear the click? Like there's something of like remembering who you are or clicking into place of I'm powerful. Like there's something where you're remembering your power and remembering your ability to manifest also, because even though we're all unconsciously manifesting, there's something about you trying to be more conscious of the energy you are attracting into your life. King of Swords here being very unemotional and more kind of it's a weird feeling. King of Swords is very unemotional, very black and white thinking, very analytical, very smart. With the Magician right next to that, there's something where you might be being a bit more careful and a bit more... I feel like you're able to block out a lot of noise. If you're watching this right now, you're stepping into this energy of blocking out all the noise of anything you don't want to believe about yourself, about your life. You're going, yep, not anymore. And it, like negative self-talk, bullying yourself in any way. There's something where you're able to go, these are the thoughts I want, these are the thoughts I don't want, and the second I think a thought I don't like about myself, I'm going to replace it with a nice one. Every time I think something about myself negative, I'm going to replace it with something positive. Every time I think something negative about the future, I'm going to replace it with something positive. There's something where you're being a lot more black and white, a lot more unemotional, and like in a good way. Like, I wouldn't usually use that as a positive thing, but it's almost like your emotions have been confusing you, or other people's emotions might have, so you're now tapping into this energy of, like, kind of ruthless, but in the best way. Like, you're stepping into this ruthless, even, like, some of you may think you're in, like, your villain era, or, like, yeah, it definitely feels like that. Some of you think you're stepping into your villain era with this Magician as well. Like, there's this power that you're embodying and other people aren't going to like it and other people might react negatively to you standing up for yourself, and you might be like, oh, I'm the bad guy stepping into my villain era and like taking that as your power. But I don't think you're the villain at all. It's just that you're standing up for yourself, you're speaking your piece, you're saying your side, you're not being afraid to speak your mind. And when other people react badly to that and think or call you the bad guy or imply it, you're like, okay, I guess so. Like, you're agreeing with it, but you're not the bad guy. Even if people want to paint you out to be, you're not the bad guy for standing up for yourself and placing boundaries. You also have the King of Wands. There you go. But you're like, I'll play the part. The Sun. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. The King of Wands. King of Wands playing a part, like I said. Acting. I feel as if whenever someone says anything to you at the moment, there's something where you're just going along with it. Like, you're not putting up a fight, you're very unemotional, you're very unbothered. You're in a very unbothered energy in the best way. Like, and that's what's ruthless. That's what's going to upset people. That's what's going to bring emotions out of other people, is you not caring. Of you being like, haha, yeah. Like, you want to okay, yeah, I see that. And then it's like, people are poking you, trying to get a reaction, and you're laughing and going with it, and they're like, no, you're supposed to poke us back, you're supposed to get angry back. I don't know, there's something where King of Wands, you're just, it's annoying people more, your unbotheredness. Your unbothered energy is amazing, and I'm really jealous of it. I wish I could have that. Like, your level of unbothered. You don't have the Hierophant. There's like a big lesson. You've been through a lot. I think you've learned you've overcome a cycle recently, or are about to, and it's like a repeated cycle, or like something you were constantly. I feel like this is in relationships for a lot of you. There's something where you, in your romantic relationships, always did something. There's a repeated thing, or repeated like coping mechanism or something. Where, like, for example, say it was pushing people away. There's something where you've recently overcome that and you're not doing that anymore. And there's this huge lesson, there's this huge full circle moment of you not doing what you're used to constantly doing. Of, like, you've learnt the lesson. And that also is tying in with, like, the unbotheredness. Maybe in relationships in the past, you let others affect your relationships, other people gossiping, other people's opinions, other people's perception of things affected the way you perceive things. And then with the Hierophant here, you've learnt the lesson of, actually, I'm unbothered by these people's opinions. I'm unbothered because they're not me, and they've not seen or felt this connection one-to-one. They don't know what they're talking about. There's a level of unbothered, and you've learnt a lesson, and then because of that, you're somehow like, I don't know why I just got cha-ching, because that would be more like money to me, but there's something where you've, like, well done, you've passed the test. That could also then, I guess, when your relationships are going well, everything in your life is like on a vibrational frequency. So as your relationship and love life gets better, your finances are going to get better as well. So it's almost as if, like, if everything's on a frequency, that might be why that cha-ching came through, because you've unlocked the next phase, you've unlocked the next cycle, you've unlocked the next frequency up or something, of you not being completely closed off to, I don't know, there's like more depth or something. There's a new path, and it goes deeper, and it's kind of scarier, but it's going deeper into a more positive energy in your love life, or in, right? And then with that, you're also going down that path as well, is leading you to more financial success and more career success, and it's all down the same path of being unbothered of what others are saying about you, thinking about you, perceiving. There's just this level of unbothered, and to be honest, it's so cool. I know that sounds so, like, cringy, but it's cool. You're cool. Your energy is like, I don't give a crap, and I just like it. Clarify the Magician, you have 7 of Swords, sneaking off, walking off. A lot of people take this as the Thief card, Chariot on the bottom. That was so random, Chariot on the bottom. That's success, by the way. Just wanted to say that's success, that's travel, that's forward movement. 7 of Swords is sometimes perceived as the Thief card. However, if you actually read into it a bit more, the whole idea of this is you don't really know what this person's up to. So it's just like your motives, your intentions, you have no need to explain your whys to people. It's not anybody's business why you're up to something, why you're doing something. If someone asks you, why are you doing that? You could shrug your shoulders. You could ignore them and walk off and carry on doing it. You could say, it just felt like it. Like, there's just something where you're not explaining your decisions or your intentions to anybody else around you. What's more important is what you're creating. You're the creator with that Magician. So as long as you're creating the life you want to create, you don't really have any need to explain it to anyone. Especially to those that aren't living lives that you envy or would ever want. It's them that are going to be questioning you the most, because they can feel you are on your way to more. And that can be threatening, because it's almost like a personal attack. Sometimes people take it as of like, is our life not good enough that you want more than that? Like, there's something here where you're like, nope, I'm unbothered. I will inspire those that are on the right frequency, and those that aren't inspired by this and are threatened, it's up to them. It's up to them. That's a lesson for them to learn. Otherwise they're going to stay where they are. If they're happy where they are, they'll be happy for me. Clarify the King of Swords. You have the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is stubbornness. Like I said, there's something here. There's something where you're being like brutally black and white thinking. Your eye is on the prize. You know what you want. Magician, you're creating the life that works with that. Your decision, like, I don't know why it feels almost like you're doing one thing, big or small, each day to get you closer to where you want to be. There's something very disciplined about you, or you're about to step into that. Of like, even if you only do the tiniest thing, the tiniest intention, the tiniest planning, the tiniest... If you're writing a book, you wrote one sentence in that book today, but you've moved the needle forward a bit. Like, there's something very ruthless in your consistency, in your hard work, in your grit. Four of Pentacles being stubbornness. Be like, it's not bad to be stubborn. It's not bad to hold your ground. It's not bad to, especially like sometimes if you are alone, because I don't know why I'm looking at that, and how alone does that little rabbit look, right? However, this one, I'm not really thinking about how alone he is. King of Swords, even though both of them, they're alone. This one, I'm like, oh, look how alone. This one is like, oh yeah, he's alone. He doesn't need anybody. This one's like, oh, he's alone. So there's something about a perspective change or a perspective shift of like, you don't need other people to agree with you straight away. They're gonna agree with you once you're sitting pretty with the success you're aiming at. Then they're gonna agree with you. But until then, you can do it alone. You can work for it alone, and it's gonna be just you. Like, there'll be other people around you, but it just seems like they're not gonna get it or something. Keep moving. I don't know what this is about. Some of you, there's just something here. Some of you, it's, again, there's like a book, or if it's not writing a book, it's something. But it's almost like there's this quiet moment of you thinking, and then you just go boss mode. I'm just gonna be ruthless and get what I want. I might as well get what I want. Clarify the King of Wands. King of Wands is also the energy of fake it till you make it. And I wish I had a better way to word that. Someone's going to tell me it that's more positive, because fake it till you make it can sound kind of negative sometimes. But I mean it in the most positive light of like, embody the energy you want to become. Boom, you've become it. It's not that difficult. And it oftentimes can be when you kind of look at things like, I don't know, like the world's honestly all the time trying to sell us things. And so anything you want, there's going to be 1,000 different things being sold to you on how to get it, or getting you it. Do you know what I mean? Like teaching you how to get it. And there's something where you just embody the energy, you walk and you talk and you feel like you've got it and you're going to have it. You've already become it. You don't need anyone to teach you. You don't need a book on telling you how to become more confident, how to become more... You just feel it. You just tell yourself, I'm confident. And it's not fake it till you make it. It's become it and you've become it. Become it and you've became it. Like, embody the energy you want to become and you're it. Nine of Wands here. This is, honestly, I say this every time this comes out in this tarot deck. Nine of Wands, usually there's a wall up. In this specific tarot deck, that bunny hasn't quite got the wall up. There's something I feel like you're working on that hasn't gone your way. You had an intention to put a wall up. You don't have that wall up yet. I feel like there's something of good. Good. You might have been working on maybe cutting people off. You haven't quite cut everyone off yet. Good. There's something you were working on to protect yourself. Wounded warrior. You were something you were doing, and it was a protective mechanism. It could have been like shutting someone out. You were slowly trying to fizzle someone out or give someone the silent treatment, and it hasn't quite worked. You keep ending up talking to them. It's like, good. The reason it hasn't worked is because you're not supposed to wall yourself off from that person. Like, it's a good thing that whatever you intended hasn't succeeded here. There's something about closing yourself off. I don't know why I'm seeing blinds. Blinds are shutting. Someone's turning the blinds and they're shutting. And it's just like, they're not shutting all the way. Like, there's a reason that it didn't. There's a reason you couldn't push something away. There's a reason you couldn't block. There's a reason something hasn't completely ended in your life. I don't know why I keep getting something about a job. There's something about a job or a co-worker or a boss for some reason. And with this King of Wands, it's like, you may have... There's something where the reason it's not gone is because it's not supposed to leave. But you had every intention of protecting yourself by pushing it away or by silent treatment or something, and it's like this person's, I don't know why I'm getting boomerang, bulldozer, boomerang, two different things, bulldozer, boomerang, both coming through. But it's like, just keeps coming back through. If you can't get rid of it, and it feels good, why are you trying to block yourself off from it? King of Wands, it could be that King of Wands. King of Wands can be kind of annoying sometimes, and it would be the person where you'd go, yep, I need a break from you, but don't push them away completely. They're a bit over the top, maybe. It's the energy you want. It's the energy you're lacking. It's kind of balancing you out or something. Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. The Emperor. The Emperor is boss. I don't know how I knew. There's something about a boss. There's something about father figure or a boss. There's an energy that's very much maybe overruling, and that might be why you're trying to shut it off. But it's like, no, there's a reason you can't get rid of them. There's a reason you can't push them away. It's because they're meant to be here. They're meant to be in your life. And I don't know what that's about. It could be the energy of them that you need around you or something. The Hierophant here with the Emperor is about commitment. Some of you, there's something where it's like, don't wall yourself off to committing to something or someone. Especially if it keeps coming around like a boomerang. Like there's something that keeps coming back. Someone, and it's like, if they're meant to be in your life, they've kept coming back for a reason. It's not that difficult. Whereas you might be more like that bulldozer. What is the bulldozer about? You might have been the one that's like, oh, I want to be the one with the Emperor here. I want to be the one in control. I want to be able to decide what I want. I'm in control of who I have in my life. Whereas it's something like you don't have a choice. Someone really positive is coming in, King of Wands. They're returning back, come back again and again and again because they're meant to be there. Whereas you might be like more interested in the person that's leaving your life because you're like, oh no, I want control. I want to be able to obtain something and, you know, collect or achieve, or there's something where something might seem more valuable to you because it's out of reach, basically. Because now I'm getting a claw machine come through. Something seems more valuable to you because it's out of reach. Like, actually that's a really good analogy. Those like toys and claw machines are usually crap, but you want it because it's hard to get. You want it because it's out of reach, and then you get it and it's more valuable to you. And you'd probably tell everybody, I got this in a claw machine. And it might be worth $1, it might be less than that, but you got it in a claw machine. Like, whereas if you just randomly bought that, you'd be like, yeah, it was $1. Like, it's got more value. There's something where you're after something just because of the chase, or just because of the, like, thinking it's more valuable because it's harder to get. I don't know what that's about. And it's like, no, there's a boomerang, there's something, this could all be with the boss card. This could be more about like you being the boss of something, you being an entrepreneur, creating a business, and it's like that thing that keeps coming back around to you. You're supposed to do that. Rather than the thing that's really hard, that you're really trying to chase, that you really want, it's actually the thing that keeps coming back around, that you can't get out of your head. Not wanting the thing you can't have. Like, it's such like a mind duck with an F. But I think it's human that we want the thing we can't have, which is why people play hard to get, I guess. But it's like, you ain't playing, you're the chaser. You're like, I want what I can't have. Meanwhile, what you can have is just hanging around, you just don't want it. But I feel like there's this change with the Nine of Wands. If you're getting ready to block out what's there, and then you're kind of thinking and pondering and going, actually, yes. This whole reading is messed up because I don't even know where it started, where it's gone. Oh, we started on the Magician. You can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. You're a manifestor, you're very powerful, and you're very conscious of your abilities. You can have what you want, but the question is, why do you want it? Do you want it because it's a toy in a claw machine, or has it actually got value to you? You can go after the thing that's hard to reach if it feels like it's more valuable to you, if it feels like it's actually got value. But if that thing was right next to you, if that thing kept returning, if that's a person that's always been there, and you've taken for granted, if that person was always around you, would you still value them as much? Or are you just wanting it because it's in the claw machine? It's kind of tricky. And I feel like also, like I say again, there's a job, there's a career where you're like, I want that. But there's actually something that is meant for you that is very much natural to you, that keeps coming back around. And you have an urge and you have a natural talent towards it. But then you're like, no. I'm gonna be... I don't even have a... I'm gonna be a gladiator. I want to be a gladiator. And it's like, but you're a natural born chef. You're amazing at it. You do it all the time. Why would you not do that? But I want to be a gladiator. Look how cool it is. And it's like, it's just hard to get. Doesn't mean it's going to make you any happier. Again, same in the relationships. I guess this whole thing is just about the energy of don't fall for the trap of someone. Especially with the magician. The magician can also, everything has black and white, good and bad. The magician can also be someone quite manipulative that might be playing hard to get to make you think they're more valuable or to enjoy the chase and being chased. So don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. If someone actually is valuable and genuine and loyal, they won't play games. Do you know, you're like, yeah, you know that. Just reminding you. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you when I see you.